What's going on, YouTube? I'm going to be going over my rifle build. This is a battle arms development, upper and lower, to put it all together myself. And it's just going to be not a review, not a shooting review, but just just my build, and see if you guys would like to add any ideas to this, or if this adds ideas to your build. Alright, so on top I have a Sandman S. This is a very nice can. It's a little heavy. I wish I would have went with the Nomad 30. I don't have the money to be shooting full auto at all times, and I also don't have a full auto, so there's part of that. I'm running a 30 caliber flash hiding end cap Sandman or Dead Air offers. It's pretty nice. I went with the 30 cal because I didn't want to keep switching out 5.56 and 30 caliber end caps. It does reduce the decibels quite a bit. It's still not quite hearing safe, but suppressing 5.56 is very difficult. Next we have my Cloud Defensive weapon light. It's a fairly big light, as you can see. It takes up a good majority of the rail. That's a 15.5 inch rail. I wish I would have went with a little bit smaller light, a little bit lighter light, but I guess pun intended. No, I'm kidding. But it is pretty nice. It's 1400 lumens. I forgot how many candela, but it does throw it out there. I have it attached to, as you can see, the wire right there. I have it attached to the side right here, kind of ghetto rigged with zip ties. Yes, it's ghetto, but I mean, it's working right now, and I use and abuse this gun all the time. I shoot thousands of rounds, probably at least a little less than 1,000 rounds a month, which isn't super a lot, but it's quite a bit. So yeah, as you can see right here, the constant on and temporary on. Right here on top of that, we have the Purse 3. This is a infrared laser, infrared illuminator, and visible laser. It's a green visible laser. It is a class 4 laser, so finding a class 4 laser sold in America is going to be basically impossible. So that's why I bought this from Russia. You can import class 4 lasers, you just cannot buy them in the United States. So there that is. But yes, you do have the activation on top, on the back, and I do have it right here. The activation pressure pad right here. On top, as you can see, there's a little knob right about there. The knob fell off. It's in the desert. Don't know where it's at. But yeah, the laser works really well. You can actually see the laser from miles away. It's insane. Anyways, I have a Odinworks 15.5 O2 light M-Lock rail. It's fairly nice rail if you do not run a laser. This rail will not hold 0 on your laser. I learned that the hard way. That's why I'm going to be upgrading to a Geisley Mark 14 rail, I believe, or Mark 16 rail, my bad. I'm going to be upgrading to that shortly, but I do have issues because I pin and welded a Dead Air comp onto the barrel, so I'm going to have to get a new barrel, new gas block, new comp, new everything. I think I'm going to be going with a flash hider this time, mostly because the comp is extremely loud for the shooter. But yep, other than that, I'm running a Faxon Firearms barrel underneath it. It's a pencil barrel. Works perfectly. I've shot thousands of rounds, like I've said, no problems, no issues. It is very accurate, actually, for being a pencil barrel, a pencil profile barrel. I'm running a BCM hand stop. This is put there like perfect for my my arm length and my grip. So I'll just grip it and have my thumb will be right on top of there just in case I need a laser, and I'll be able to actuate the flashlight buttons as well. Alright, so going down from that, I have the Battle Arms Development upper and lower. They don't have a forward assist, but I mean that's just what it is. I actually didn't want a forward assist. It's useless to me. I've never used it. I don't plan on using it. And that's kind of also why there's this indent right here for your bolt carrier group. Putting your thumb right there, pushing it in case it doesn't fully go into battery. If you can't push it in without fully, or with only using your thumb, you're gonna have bigger, better problems to deal with later down the road. And you shouldn't be forcing shit into your chamber. That's kind of what I believe, what I've experienced. But anyways, I do have a basic dust cover, nothing special there. Titanium takedown screws, titanium pins, titanium safety selector. This is a 57-degree safety selector. Yes, the weapon is on safe. Or there's no, the weapon is not safe. There's no bullet in the chamber. And now the weapon is unsafe. I'm running a Geisley trigger. It is, I don't exactly remember what trigger it is, but it is a Geisley super fire trigger or something like that. I don't know. So there's a take up. It's a 2-stage trigger, and the breaks like a carrot. Anyways, I have a MOE Magpul grip. It's kind of angled a little bit too much for me. I'm going to be trying a BCM Mod 3, I believe it's called, grip, so it's a little more vertical. I'll be able to have a little bit easier purchase on the weapon with that grip, I believe, from what I've tested in the past on different weapons. I am running a extended bolt release and bolt catch right there. It's a phase 5 weapon systems bolt catch. No problems. Does kind of reduce the time it takes to reload by maybe less than half a second, depending on how fast you're training or how good you are with your weapon. Anyways, behind that, I have a JP, I think it's a JP Industries captured buffer spring. So it's just a captured buffer spring, so that means the spring is wrapped around a bar and the bar's in here. And it's just making the cycling of the weapon a little bit smoother, maybe a little bit less quiet, a little bit quieter, a little bit less loud is what I meant to say. I'm running a minimalist stock. It's a very nice stock. I wouldn't trust it for years of like abuse or anything like that, mostly because this is plastic and this is all plastic right here. So a hard fall, this plastic's gonna come right off. Anyways, on top, I have a Radian Raptor charging handle SD. It's pretty nice. I went with the SD just because I wanted to try to see if the ports on the top of the charging handle actually did anything with the gas coming to your face, and does absolutely nothing from what I can tell. And I've shot several suppressed AR-15s, AKs, and this charging handle basically had no felt difference from what I could tell, but maybe you guys can, I don't know. And I do have it a little off-colored, so it's going to be the only thing that's off-colored, mostly because I can use my peripheral vision and see where I'm grabbing if I need to. It's a little bit, it's like a lighter gray, so. Anyways, I have an infrared IRA 640 thermal. It's my coyote gun. I love it. It's pretty clear. It runs nicely. It has 6 hours of battery life, 5-6 hours depending on the brightness. I've been usually getting about 4 to 4.5 hours per battery because I go hunting and it's extremely cold. It ends up being 25 degrees outside and batteries don't like that type of temperature. But yes, it's a very nice thermal. You can record your kills. You can take pictures with it. And it is extremely clear. I don't really have any problems or issues with the thermal at this point in time. And I have it mounted on an American Defense QD mount. It's a very nice mount. It does return to 0 within 0.7 MOA, I would say. So that's fairly nice for a one. It only has one QD, so it's pretty nice for a single mount, I guess. And right in the middle, as you can see, I have a cryptic coating AR-15 Bcg. It is a titanium bulk carrier group, not titanium nitride. This is actual titanium. And I've been running this thousands of rounds, no problems, no issues. It's just been running like a beast. I don't really use too much lube on this, mostly because it's super slick, but also because I don't really care to use lube. But yeah, this comes right off. Like a lot of BCGs will be caked on there. This will just come right off. You can clean it in a minute and be completely clean. It won't even have any carbon on it. So it's a really good bolt. It was quite expensive, mostly because it was titanium. Those are harder to machine. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.